Kcal News Mornings.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. Welcome to Kcal News at 5 o'clock. I'm Kcal Dt.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Chris Holmstrom. Here's some of the stories we're following for you this morning. Starting with breaking news in the Westmont area. We're learning a woman was killed in a deadly shooting. The investigation coming up in a live report.
Then chilling new details reveal more on what happened moments before a Cal Fire captain was killed in her home, allegedly by her wife.
Extremely violent. They didn't care about his life. You could tell they were kicking him in the head.
And a viral brutal attack at the hands and feet of dozens of teens. Now we're hearing from a witness who saw the chaos in person.
I want to bring in our meteorologist Amber Lee on this Tuesday morning for a look at the forecast. Beautiful day yesterday, and it's only getting better.
It was perfect.
So nice.
Yeah.
Saw so many people out and about walking around. It's going to get a little warmer today, so
we're into it.
Yeah, we're just going to continue to warm up. But this morning, though, we do have some dense fog to talk about, and that means visibility could get down to about a quarter mile or less. We'd have that dense fog advisory for Orange County stretching all the way down to San Diego County until about 9 a.m. So here's a quick look at what I'm talking about. So give yourself some extra time. I'm sure Kalina can talk about this later, but use those low beams, drive slow because of that dense fog. Here's a look at visibility up and down the coast. So you could see that visibility has gone down to less than a mile. This is why we have that dense fog advisory in the Long Beach area, and then less than a mile for Huntington Beach, and then down to a mile for Laguna Beach. As we head toward the afternoon and then we get past this morning, we will slowly start to warm up. But this morning it's going to be a little warmer in some spots. We're looking at some low 50s for areas like Malibu. We do have some mid 40s in Santa Clarita, so a little bit chilly, and then we do have some low 50s also for areas like Claremont. And then this afternoon, we're looking at temperatures closer to 90s for areas like Van Nuys. We have mid 80s for the Inland Empire. We have 80s for downtown LA. Well, coming up my next weather forecast, this is not even peak heat. I'll tell you when peak heat will arrive and when that rain will also start to move in, because rain chances are increasing. Back to you.
All right, Amber, thank you. I do want to get you started with a look at your next traffic right now. Our biggest problem is a signaler, and unfortunately, this is a fatal crash. So southbound 110 at Slauson, we have the express lanes blocked off. At one point, though, all lanes were off limits. So do yourself a favor and take the 710 or take the 605. Both will help you right around this.
Well, police are investigating two shootings in just a day apart in the same Westmont neighborhood, and the suspects are nowhere to be found. Let's go to Kcal News reporter Cara Fincham in Westmont with more on the investigation. Cara, do we know if these incidents are at all connected?
You know, investigators here are not yet commenting on whether they think so, but they do say that all three shootings happened within about 24 hours in the exact same spot. Let's give you a look at some of the video from yesterday's crime scene that was sealed off, and you can see within that taped off area there is a memorial to the victim of that first shooting. Detectives are telling us that last night a man and a woman were shot here in the 1200 block of West 87th Street. That was shortly before 10. The man was hit in the foot. He's expected to be okay. Firefighters rushed the woman to the hospital, but she died there. Detectives say a suspect was seen running away, but the only description they've released is that that suspect appears to be a man. Now, just one day earlier, the other shooting took place. And take a look. This is video from Sunday. You can see investigators out there with the same street sealed off. They have not yet released the name of that first victim, a man who died on the street. They also aren't saying whether they think the two shot last night may have been visiting that memorial or had another connection to him. Anyone back out here live with information that may help steer detectives in the right direction is urged to call the Sheriff's Department. Back to you.
All right, Cara, thank you. We also have a violent confrontation caught on camera, and police now releasing new video showing dozens of teens beating a man unconscious. This was in the Mid-Wilshire area, and now they're asking for your help identifying them.
And Kcal News reporter Tina Patel, she's live with these new images. This is just an awful story, Tina.
Yeah, a really disturbing attack because it happened in daylight in front of witnesses. When those witnesses tried to help, we're told the group of teens sped away on their bicycles and left the man on the street here. Let me show you the video. Now, we have blurred the faces because police believe that most of these suspects are underage, between 16 and 18 years old. Police say there were about 25 of them on bicycles who started messing with a driver, stopped at a red light on San Vicente Boulevard. This was Saturday evening around 5 p.m. Witnesses say the driver got out of his car when someone smashed his windshield, and that's when these mob of teens knocked him down, punching, kicking, and stomping on